Hello everyone, this is Shadow Cosmic here, and I'll be continuing with the next part of the rotation review. There we go. I keep forgetting the name. So, just a little warning. It's raining quite heavily outside and there's thunder, so if you hear any rumbling, yeah, I'll try cut it out, but hopefully there's no thunder while I'm talking. So anyways, we're going straight into it. Today we're covering BloodCraft. And BloodCraft, I'll split it into three parts. Into aggro, into vengeance, and the last part is honorable mentions. So the honorable mentions and the vengeance will get mixed up a little bit because some things like vengeance, I know some people include some cards and some people don't include some cards. Some people play more towards control and some people play more towards aggressive vengeance. So it's kind of difficult for me to sort them exactly, but do bear with me. So starting off with the easiest, aggro. Aggro is losing Ambling Wraith, Cursed Brand Vampire, Blood Wolf, Vania, the Vampire Princess, Summon Bloodkin, and lastly Nighthawk. So aggro Blood is actually losing quite a few things. So both Ambling Wraith and Cursed Brand Vampires are both very strong 1-drops that Blood likes to just drop it on turn 1. And including that, now we're also losing Blood Wolf, which is one of the most aggressive 2-drops in the game, I believe. You deal 2 damage to yourself and then rush your opponent with the Storm of Blood Wolf. So with those gone, BloodCraft's early game isn't so aggressive anymore. And also, even if it's just not aggro, the bat mechanic is also losing quite a bit. As you can see, Vania and Summon Bloodkin has been gone. So Vania is one of the core pieces of bat blood. Basically, every single time a bat comes down, she deals 1 damage to the enemy leader. So with her gone and Summon Bloodkin gone, I think the bat mechanic is pretty dead. As well as Nighthawk. Nighthawk was a very good card to run in aggro because it's one of the few cards that not only removes something on the board but also place your followers on the board as well. Because if you don't know what it does X amount of damage to an enemy follower while summoning 2 bats, where the X refers to the number of bats on the board. So you can deal 5 damage to something while summoning 2 of your own bats. So the card was very useful. With that gone, I think aggro BloodCraft was gonna be much weaker. Then I have to shift slightly into the Jormungand play because I know currently Jormungand is still quite strong. Jormungand? I don't know how to pronounce the card properly. The thing, I'll just put a picture of it up. Jormungand. So I think that deck will be favored much more once the aggressive cards like the ones listed here are faced out. So yep, that's gonna be it for aggro. For vengeance, okay, this is quite a weird list. For vengeance, it's gonna be first we're starting with Vampiric Kiss, Succubus, Devil of Vengeance, Diabond, Soul Dealer, Diabolic Drain, and Revelation. So as you can see, some of the things are not very relevant anymore, but I'm still putting them in because of old times. So Vampiric Kiss, once again, a very strong removal that heals you. I know Vengeance Blood likes to run this in case they meet aggro. This deals 2 damage to a follower while healing them for 2 as well. So very strong removal that is just gone. At least the replacement, there is still a Hungering Horde, which helps a lot. Succubus, I don't think she sees that much play anymore. But I remember when Vengeance first came out with Belphegor, Succubus saw quite a bit of play because once Belphegor brings your HP down to 10, Succubus will trigger almost every turn. Devil of Vengeance as well for more greedy lineups. I know people run Devil of Vengeance on turn 3, then Belphegor on turn 4 to bring your HP down to 10, and Devil of Vengeance gets to attack. A solid 3-drop for Vengeance Blood that is going to get phased out as well. Diabond and Soul Dealer. So these 2 cards don't really see that much play anymore nowadays. But I'm really just including them in because of old time's sake. Before Belphegor existed, so before Rage of Bahamut, Diabond was the main way to get into Vengeance for people playing Vengeance Blood. And Soul Dealer as well, he really didn't see much play, but well, he's an option too, I guess. So yeah, those two cards are here mostly for old time's sake. Diabolic Drain and Revelation. Now these two are very, very strong cards that Vengeance Blood is losing. So Diabolic Drain, 5 costs, deal 4 damage to a follower while restoring 2 health to your leader. If you are in Vengeance, it changes to 1 cost instead. So losing this card is quite a big blow for Vengeance, because simply if Vengeance ever got rushed down, they could rely on this card to deal a lot of damage and heal them up 2 HP. So Diabolic Drain was extremely good both for removal and for survivability. And yeah, having it gone means Vengeance Blood might be slightly more riskier to play, because its removal, it has less removal, put it this way. And next, also Revelation. Now Revelation is also quite a big blow, simply because it was one of the few ways Vengeance has board clears, and a very strong one at that. Once you're in Vengeance, Revelation turns to 4 costs, and every single time you play Vengeance, you nuke the board for 8 damage. It was very good against aggressive decks, so they hit you down to 10 HP and suddenly Vengeance, bye bye, their board goes. So without Revelation, the ability for Vengeance to deal with aggro decks has decreased. So currently Vengeance, I think they'll probably need some support in the next expansion if they want to continue on. With like Vampire Kiss, Diabolic Drain and Revelation gone, their survivability isn't gonna be as good as before. Their 2 drops are still pretty strong though. They have Spiderweb Imp, the Urius Levin Duke is still there, but nonetheless they don't have as much heal as before. So well, hopefully Side Games gives them something to work with. So that's it for Vengeance. And last but not least, we have honorable mentions. So as I said before, some of these cards might belong in Vengeance, but I'm not very sure. I don't play a lot of Vengeance, so here we go. We have Righteous Devil, we have Blood-Fed Flower Bed, we have Beast Dominator, we have Bloody Mary, we have Queen Vampire, Temptress Vampire, Azazel, and lastly Demon Commander Laura. Okay, so Righteous Devil, this one is the card I'm most unsure of, because I've seen some Vengeance lists play Righteous Devil. He's a solid 4-drop on Vengeance, gains Bane and also Drain, so he can heal you while removing big drops. Very good 4-drop. I don't think people play him as much now, because most of the time their 4-drop is taken up by Belphegor. But still, in maybe more control lineups, the Righteous Devil might see play. Blood-Fed Flower Bed. Now this card I see mostly in either aggressive decks or the Jormungand deck, because Blood-Fed Flower Bed with Demonic Ram and Jormungand can really pull off some sick combos, dealing damage to your enemy while healing yourself for a net worth of 1. It's pretty good. So this card is also gone. I don't think it's that much of a loss, but still. Beast Dominator and Bloody Mary, really they're only here for because they're legendaries, and yeah, they're just here because they're legendaries. Beast Dominator doesn't see much play. Bloody Mary actually, when she first came out, she was quite a fun card to play around with. Your Razory Claws now deal 5 damage to the enemy. Yeah, she was very fun to mess around with, but don't think she ever got put in any specific like combo deck. So yeah, she's only here for honorable mentions. Same as Queen Vampire. All 3 of them don't see much play, but they're just here. Temptress Vampire, I know some people still run her as late game finishers in Control Blood. Deal 5 damage to anything while healing 5 to your leader for 9 cost. A little bit expensive, but still a good card nonetheless. Losing her, well, it hurts a little bit. And lastly, Azazel and Demon Commander Laura. So the 2 of them, post Baphomet, they were the couple that gave you the BloodCraft OTK. Unfortunately, after Baphomet was nerfed to 5, that he didn't have the enhanced 5 effect, then they broke up and now you can no longer pull off the OTK Blood combo. Yes, very sad, and furthermore, we're losing them in rotation. So Azazel, good for late game survivability, I guess, dealing your opponent to 10 and healing you till you're at 10 HP. It's okay. Demon Commander Laura, once Belphegor got the nerf, she didn't really see much play. So yeah, I guess that's that. So overall, I guess BloodCraft is losing quite a few things. I think they're trying to promote the Jormungand deck. For the rest, there's no neutral blood. Well, there is neutral blood, but I don't think just because they lose, just because Vengeance or aggro blood loses some cards, I don't think that means that neutral blood will become so strong again, especially since Baphomet and the what you call that? I don't know. I forgot the card's name. The one that was very annoying for the neutral blood era. Before, when those little cards were nerfed, neutral blood kind of fell off. So I don't think neutral blood will see a resurgence just because aggro and vengeance lose these cards. But I think aggro will need much more support if they want to keep aggro blood alive. Same. Vengeance isn't hurt that bad. They have replacement options, but still they lose some pretty heavy stuff. So yep, leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. Did I miss anything? Do you think any other decks will become the meta? Maybe Vengeance will die completely. I don't know. Tell me your opinions and thoughts. Well, see you next time.